Hi everybody, it's Barbara Joan doing my journal jive. I just wanted to show you a couple of journals that I've made in the past. This one, you may have seen, I have a lot of still pictures of it on my Art Hearts blog. And this one is all about art. And that's about it. It's an art journal is what it is. I have some watercolor paintings and pages on coloring, paint. This is when I went to the Norton Gallery in Palm Beach to see the Helga pictures done by Andrew Wyeth, and my Art Hearts Place page, and a little, just a little watercolor painting that I did on that. Graphic arts, pen and ink work. So each page kind of represents something. I like to write, so there's Edgar Allan. Old Edgar Allan. And here was when I went to the Polk Museum in Lakeland. That was interesting. And a few more pages of art stuff. That's about it. In the back it does say art journal. It describes it, and I guess I made this in 2012. One of the reasons I started this whole thing was because I wanted to learn how to do this kind of binding. I'm not sure even now if it's called Japanese stab binding or Coptic. I don't think it's called the Coptic binding, but I have learned that too. Anyway, that's one of them. This is called Once Upon a Springtime. This is the tiniest, I think, that I've ever made. It's only a couple inches, and it is bound, all hand bound. It has pages. Vintage also, as I always say, I do like vintage. And so I distress the pages. These are all new. They're just made to look very old and used. Little envelope here that has a little saying in it, and it's just more quotes, more pages, and more pages, and more quotes. That was I believe it was a Louisa May Alcott. And then, of course, I had to add a little painting in here of a large painting that I did with three straw hats hanging. And here, of course, always have to have an animal in there somewhere. Just a little watercolor thing. And here is where I signed it. I guess I did it a year ago. And here it says, "Yesterday is history, tomorrow a mystery, today is the present, that's why it's called a gift." So that's the smallest one. This actually was my latest, and I'm kind of thinking I should do a separate video on this. I am set up so poorly here. I've actually got my camera propped up on a straw basket. Anyway, this is kind of a nature. It's my most recent. And these are my pages. I have made dozens of these books. I sold a lot and gave away a lot. I wanted them to all be in the hands of people who liked them, because I knew then that they would take care of them. So that's why I gave some to special people in my life that really had liked my art a lot. And these are more pages in my nature journal, just little things, and, bugs and butterflies and plants, and I guess I should be putting this more down here. I don't know. I'm not good at this, so you have to forgive me. Well, you don't have to, but it would be nice if you did. Because I'm hoping to get better with my videos and the way I present them. So this is my latest book. It's Nature. I don't know why I added this girl in there. She's like from the 1920s, I guess. And little pages where, I call them tuck spots, or that's what journal makers call them, tuck spots, and little envelopes, things like that. This one says, be quiet in the garden and listen to your own heartbeat. Yeah. Okay, and what else have we got here? We've got, this one is, I got a few empty pages here, but just a very few. That's kind of the end of it. I don't think I haven't even signed this one yet because it's really not finished. That's in the first cover, the first page. And that's the front cover. It does say Nature. The only one I made that was kind of a planned out thing was this one. Graphic 45 is a big manufacturer of papers, all kinds of paper. And so they had a group of papers called, I guess it was the Circus. So all the papers are matched. And when you buy them, you buy a bunch of them and they all go together. It's the only one I ever made like that, where the paper was planned out for me. All the rest were my own doings. But here we have the circus, and it was all about the circus. And here we've got Leona Dare, and she's flying through the air. Yes, flying through the air. Here was another page, and this one has a little door, says enter, and you open, and there's the circus going on in there. And more circus people and what they do, that circus girl. And this was Lolo's, I guess she flies through balloons or something like that. And that was kind of the end of it. This one I made in 2012 also. I guess 2012 was my big year. That's kind of the ones that I have right now. I have others, but can't take the time to show you. This was my very first one. And my very first one, it says in the page here, on this page right here, you can see it says this book handmade by Barbara Joan, and the date was 2002, and it was number 1. I've stopped counting them now, but this had no collages in it. It was just a few little watercolor things and little quotes or sayings. Time does not heal all wounds. No, it doesn't. And here I have little watercolor paintings. And just, like I said, quotes. Plant a green tree in your heart and the singing birds will come. That was a Chinese proverb. So that was really my first one. I didn't know much about it, but this was the one that I wanted to do that stitching, and that's why I made this original one. So that's about it, guys. I thank you for watching, and I hope this turns out okay. I'll see you later. Thanks for watching.